Most avian predators define themselves by the sky. We picture a falcon as it tucks its wings and dives toward a target at 200 miles per hour. But on the floor of the African savanna, one bird turned that predatory logic upside down. The secretary bird dominates its environment not from the clouds, but on foot. Standing over 4 feet tall, a female like Serafina is a striking anatomical puzzle. She possesses the hooked beak and piercing gaze of an eagle, but it's supported by the long, slender legs of a crane. A crest of black, quill-like feathers fans out from her head, while her lower legs are encased in thick, armor-like scales designed to withstand the hazards of the brush. Survival for Serafina requires an exhausting itinerary. She spends the daylight hours on a 20-mile patrol, walking across a vast and often unforgiving territory. Her eyes are constantly scanning the earth. She is capable of detecting the minute displacement of a single blade of grass or the faint vibration of a lizard scurrying through the dirt. By moving her hunt to the ground, she has claimed a food source that high-flying raptors rarely see, turning the savanna floor into her private hunting ground. The savanna is a landscape of hidden dangers, where highly venomous snakes rely on near-perfect camouflage to ambush anything that gets too close. A puff adder, coiled in the dust, can launch a lightning-fast defensive strike the moment it feels threatened. At this range, Serafina's spindly legs are just inches away from a predator that can strike in a tenth of a second. She is physically vulnerable, yet she refuses to retreat. Instead, she spreads her 7-foot wingspan, angling the primary feathers to cast large, erratic shadows directly over the snake. These shifting dark shapes confuse the viper's depth perception. The snake strikes at the moving shadows of the wings rather than the bird's legs, quickly depleting its energy and accuracy. She maintains this distance, waiting through every failed strike until the snake's timing begins to lag. Once the viper is exhausted, Serafina prepares her strike. She balances perfectly on one leg, weaponizing the other for a single downward blow. Directing attention, this diagram shows the speed of her kick. While a human blink takes about 300 milliseconds, her foot reaches the target in just 15 milliseconds. She strikes faster than the snake's nerves can send a signal of pain to its brain. The force is equally extreme. At the moment of impact, she delivers a load equal to 5 times her own body weight, concentrated into the tips of her talons. Unlike other birds of prey that use their feet to grip, the secretary bird uses her toes like a sledgehammer, using blunt force trauma to shatter the snake's skeleton instantly. Any desperate counterbite from the prey is met by her thick leg scales, which act as a physical barrier against fangs and venom. The impact is so violent, it kicks up a small explosion of dust, neutralizing the threat in a fraction of a second. It is this combination of extreme velocity and mechanical force that makes her the most effective terrestrial hunter in the avian world. After the kill, Serafina swallows her prey whole. It is a highly efficient way to process nutrients, allowing her to continue her patrol without leaving anything for scavengers. Her diet extends far beyond vipers. She consumes lizards, rodents, and large insects in high volumes as she moves. This constant predatory pressure helps regulate the populations of small animals across the savanna. As the sun begins to set, the hunter finally returns to the air, using the evening thermals to lift her toward a safer vantage point. Her destination is a massive, stick-built nest, a flat platform constructed on the very top of a thorny acacia tree. In the safety of the canopy, the ruthless hunter becomes a guardian, protecting her nestlings from the ground-based predators she spent all day outmaneuvering. The secretary bird's success lies in its ability to bridge 2 environments. By dominating the ground while keeping its sanctuary in the sky, it has secured a legacy as one of Africa's most specialized predators.